Hey guys, my name is Ashley, and for a while now I've been documenting the steps I've been taking to make my homemade mermaid tail on YouTube on my channel. And I have been talking about putting up a photo or video or something, and now I'm finally doing it. So, here's my tail. I based it off of a red Crowntail Betta fish, which looks like that. They are very fancy fishes. First I'll start off with the fluke, which is the end part that propels you through the water. This is what's inside it. It's a wave finesse monofin. They come in two colors, but I got the yellow because I couldn't find any other. The blue, I couldn't find the blue online. I don't know what store sells them. There are a bunch of things I like about this. One is the foot pockets. Since there are two of them, it's comfortable for your feet. The pockets themselves are made out of very soft rubber. It's awesome. Great. Love them. Epic. The straps are very thick. They don't give you blisters or anything. They don't give you redness. They're very comfortable. I thought it felt pretty natural on my feet when I was swimming in it. Again, the foot pockets and the straps themselves, no redness, no blisters whatsoever. I was swimming this thing for all day, 4 days straight, and my feet were fine. I mean, they were perfect. Like, I'd been walking around barefoot all day. They were perfect. The fluke itself is, if you put it through a lot of abuse, it may crack. I don't know, I've only heard of a few instances where it cracked. It's actually pretty flexible. I'll show you in a bit. Like I said, I was swimming in this thing for 4 days straight. It looked, when we went home, it was like perfect. It looked exactly the way it had looked when I took it out of the box. It was awesome. The only thing I don't like about this, there are actually two things. They're very minor things. So right here, it's actually one big strap, and there's a little hook like that, and it hooks onto like a pole of plastic in between the foot pockets. Sometimes it comes unhooked. One time I put my tail on, I put my feet in, I went to pull the straps up over my heels, and it was unhooked, so I had to take it off. And then I had to hook it back on. I had to figure out what was wrong with it because I didn't know what was wrong. I thought it broke, but it didn't, so it was all good. And secondly are these, like, ridges. You can see them through my tail. It's not like a big deal. It just looks kind of weird. So here is my fluke. You can see the ridges, like 3 of them. Oh, there's my cat. Hey, Nava. Yeah, she says hi. You can see the edge of it here. You can see the foot pockets. There they are. The foot pockets say they fit up to a woman's 8, I believe. Now, I'm a woman's 8, and I put the foot pockets on the smallest setting, and it was fine. Like, it was a little tight, but that's how I like it, so I know it's not going to fall off. Also, the ridges, I don't know if you can see it, there's like a sparkly material. The ridges created these patches on the material where the sparkliness rubbed off. I mean, it would be fine if you didn't get material that was sparkly, but I paid like $2 extra a yard for the material to be sparkly, which isn't that big of a deal, but yeah, kind of pissed me off. The edge of my fluke, now the fluke, monofin, whatever, actually ends here. Oh, see, it's bendy like that, so it provides very good propulsion through the water. Anyway, so the edge of my fluke, see all these little tassels, my pattern was actually like this. It was all jagged and uneven and awesome. And then I made a separate pattern for these tassels. What I did was, when you're sewing it, you sew it inside out so you can't see the seam. When I was sewing it, I flipped it over, and then I had 16 of these, so 8 for each side, and I sewed them on upside down. So I sewed them on like this, so when I'm swimming, they come like this, and you can't see the seam. See? Seam. No seam. Seam. No seam. Ta-da! Magic! It's all nice and flowy when I'm in the water. It actually does look like a betta fish. It might look really demented now, but when I'm swimming, it looks amazing, and I am extremely happy with the results. I am extremely happy. Like, I'm ecstatic. Okay, the legs. If you want to know how to make your own mermaid tail, the legs and just the regular fin that would end like here, I got a tutorial online from Mermaid Sasha. If you just go to YouTube and you type in Mermaid Sasha, how to make a mermaid tail, it's like the first video that pops up. She's a chick with the bright blue tail and the bright red hair. Like me, I have bright red hair. But she did an awesome tutorial. It was awesome. Like, that was how I learned to do my tail, and then I just did the extra on the end. You can probably do whatever you want. The only thing I recommend is to not do a dorsal or a tail, a dorsal or like a stomach fin, because you have to cut the fabric. So unless you are a very talented seamstress or sewer, I don't know what the masculine form of that is, then I recommend you not do it. Side fins are also pretty hard. I tried to do that, didn't work, was awful, cut them out, where I took them out, removed them with the thread cutter, whatever, hated it, looked awful. It was bad time. So the leg part, it actually fits pretty good on my legs. It's like I said, it stretches a little bit, but the only problem is the thread doesn't stretch. So the first time I put it on, I broke the seam along the side a little bit on both sides. I guess I'm too fat. Yeah, so just be careful when you're putting it on. Be gentle. How I put it on is I roll it up like a sock, then I stick my feet in, then I pull the straps up, and then I slowly roll the thing up my legs. Excuse me. The seam. I did it a double seam, so it will be sure not to come out. I cut off the excess. Oh yeah, if you're going to do the spiky things on the tail or any other place, anything with a point, make sure you cut the fabric close to the seam, or else the end will come out like a little ball because of all the extra fabric, and it won't be pointed. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the seam. Inside, it's comfortable. I mean, it's like a bathing suit, whatever. It's fine. It's a little bit softer than the outside. I don't know if I already mentioned this, but the fabric is it's like little tiny scales. You can't really see it very well. Oh, there we go. See all the little tiny sparkly awesomeness? Yeah, it looks like little tiny scales. From the third of a fabric, I bought this, which is like a black netting. I was originally going to use it as like trimming along the sides, but then I figured it wouldn't be sewing very well. So I just used it as a belt, and I figure if I'm ever going to get a mermaid top that's just like shells, I can use that to make sure I'm not topless. I just use a black bikini top for my top, just a whatever regular black bikini top. Works fine. It actually goes well because of the belt. Swimming in it is awesome. Like I said, I actually put on a mask the first time I was swimming, and I swam on my back because it was so cool to watch. It was just like so cool. I can't even describe it. It's so cool. I'll try to find a waterproof camera. Christmas is coming. Yes. Be close to the top of my list. I'm also asking for a fish butts mermaid tail because those are awesome, and you can design your own, and I've had this design for like a year, and I couldn't find anyone who could make it for an affordable price, and now I found someone, and I'm so excited, and I want it so bad. Like, you do not understand like how excited I am for this like right now. It's ridiculous. So yeah, swimming in it, amazing. It creates a little bit of a drag, actually a lot of bit of a drag. I was swimming really slow, because of all the excess fabric on the end, and yeah, it was actually a bit of a surprise how slow I went, because when I practiced swimming in my fin, just the monofin, I actually went like really fast, but with the tail I went slower than I would have without the fin and the monofin, just regular swimming 2 feet loserness. So yeah, that is my tail. I don't think I left anything out. I will put a picture of me in it at the end of this video so you can see what it looks like. Kind of looks crappy right now. It just looks like a sheet of fabric, which is basically what it is until I put it on, and then I'm like Ariel and awesomeness, and I wish I could sing. So yeah, thanks for watching. Happy mermaiding. Happy swimming. Swim fast. Be awesome. Yeah.